the Olympic Games, perhaps one of the greatest athletic contests of all time. Nation against nation in athletic sport, joined together in peaceful competition. But unfortunately for the right wing of this country, let me put it this way, the right-wing Christian evangelical right, it's all blasphemous. The outrage came during the opening ceremonies. Apparently, people thought that this image was mocking the Last Supper. Obviously, everyone who knows the story, the Last Supper is when Jesus Christ had his last meal before he was crucified. It really hurts me when people take this the whole different direction. Now, why I found it a little disconcerting and even funny, this wasn't the Last Supper, Christ's Last Supper. This was the interpretation of the Greek god Dionysus, the god of festivity and feasting and ritual theater. Obviously, as you can see from these images, that's what we see here. But the Christian right, I don't think they think that through. I honestly don't believe that they honestly do the research and take the time to understand the situation. It's all blasphemy. It's all blasphemy, according to them. They're mocking Christianity. They're mocking God. No, they're not. Not in the least. But that's what we get this is what we get when we deal with the Christian right. Stupidity on this grand scale. But it also obviously exposes the hypocrisy of the Christian right. When you look at these images, the real Last Supper, with Donald Trump in the place of Jesus Christ, they say nothing. In fact, they applaud it. They support it. They love it. They could care less if it's blasphemous. Now, this is blasphemy. Now, forgive me if I don't know the exact translation or the exact words, but I'm pretty sure that the second commandment of the 10 Commandments says, I am the Lord your God, and you shall not have gods over me. I'm seeing Donald Trump, images of Donald Trump, especially the gold statue at CPAC several years ago. This image of Donald Trump with wings as if he were an archangel. A torch being passed from Jesus Christ to Donald Trump, and especially this particular image of Donald Trump being crucified in place of Christ. And of course, if you read the Bible or if you've seen biblical movies like Passion of the Christ, you would see that this is incredibly blasphemous. Donald Trump nailed to the cross as if he were Jesus Christ, his body wrapped around the American flag and the MAGA hat over his head, instead of the crown of thorns. The selective outrage from the religious right, from Donald Trump's religious right, shows to me how incredibly destructive these people really are. They're not true Christians, and they don't do the research and the time and the effort to show what happened at the Olympic ceremony, because that would take too much time out of their lives to say that maybe we were wrong. Maybe we saw something that we didn't like, but it wasn't that. It wasn't to the extent that we thought it was. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to take the time to say that. As a saved Christian myself, I feel nothing but incredible sorrow for these kinds of people. They're stuck with this idea of, unless it's the way I want it to be, it's evil. Unless it's the way I say it should be, it's wrong. But I've just showed you images of Donald Trump being portrayed as Jesus Christ. And the right wing says nothing. The Christian evangelicals say nothing. Or they support it. Or they say, yeah, Donald Trump is Christ. Donald Trump is the chosen one. That to me tells me and should tell you how far we have fallen. How far these people have fallen. I feel so sorry for them, and so should you. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.